Hey guys, Christian here. Today is Thursday, May the 7th, 2015. And today I'm going to talk a little bit about prayer. I'm going to ask you guys to pray for me, and I'm also going to ask that if there's something that you need prayer for, please comment section below, and I will tonight lift that up in prayer with you. And I hope that you would do the same for anybody else who comments below, okay? We just take a moment this evening to pray for those people who need prayer, okay? And there's power in prayer. Last night I went to a Bible study, and it was a good Bible study. It really was. They talked about various different things. One of the things they were discussing initially was the state or the condition of the current nation that we live in, America, and it started to turn as they were talking about this, and people started to kind of recognize, hey, wait a minute, we have some blame to bear in this, you know. And I was pleased to see that, because that's the truth. That, you know, the leaders that are in place there exist because the people voted them in, you know. And the people voted them in because they didn't know right from wrong, or they chose to ignore what's right, you know. And there's a lot of that blame comes down to the church, but I think it goes even further than that and comes down to just individual me, individual you know. We all have some part to play, okay? And so as they were talking about that, I was happy to see that, because I see that the church was recognizing the truth, and God was stirring in their hearts a call back to a deeper walk with Him. And that's the only thing that I think matters, really. So I was pleased to see that, and we started talking about various different things, and the word that came to my mind when we were talking about that, and I shared it with them, there was the verse that talks about, if my people who are called by my name will humble themselves and pray, right? You can read the whole verse for yourself. But it comes back down to that prayer life. You got to humble prayer. You know, don't go pray with before the humble part. You know what happens when you do that. But I was motivated by that. And I came home, and I was seeking God and just telling Him, you know, thank you for everything you're doing for me. But at the same time, I want to be humbler, more than anything else. That's number one, you know. And I've had dreams before, I've shared them with you guys, where I was so humble that I didn't even recognize myself. It looked like something had happened to me. It's like I had been in a car accident or something, because I was so humbled, you know. It just didn't make any sense to me. But I recognized that that's the path. That's the best thing for me, you know. And so I want to ask that you guys would pray for me as I'm going through this blessing that's being poured on me, that I don't become puffed up or become arrogant, foolish, and that kind of stuff, you know. I want to continue what I have and continue to go deeper, and not be swayed by riches and things of that nature, okay? That's the direction God's leading me, so I'm going to go there. But there's a difference between letting it affect you and not. So I just want to pray, ask you guys to pray that God will protect me during this time period, okay?